fish, guys.
The name of Captain Norton's boat says it all.
He's pulling some weight there now, let me tell you. There he is, look!
These are bluefin, seldom seen and almost never filmed.
Holy Jesus!
Bringing a fish like that to the boat is the kind of backbreaking work most people go fishing to avoid. And when the tuna was close enough for Norton to take the leader, like that, it was gone.
You all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Woo! The line broke when it came around the corner. That was one tough fish. That fish was over 10 feet long. That was a 1,200-pound fish. The hunt continues for monster fish.
Now hang in there as Braid gets off the deck for a second try at a grander tuna. The Western Atlantic off Prince Edward Island. Lifelong fishing grounds of Captain Greg Norton. Lobsterman in the spring. Bluefin guide in the fall. Dennis Braid.
Well, we've had a couple of lay days, but all the fun's about ready to begin. Tomorrow the quota opens 7 o'clock in the morning. We're pulling the net right now. It's been here for a couple of days. We dropped the herring nets down here so we can keep the fish underneath us while we're not fishing. Hopefully we'll be in the right spot and we'll be ready to go.
And the wheeling gulls are a sure sign that this will be the place to be come dawn. Moonset, sunrise, bait made.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock. Let it go.
Fishing day begins.
Well, conditions have changed a little bit today. You can see there's probably about 100 boats out around us this morning. It's raining. Water conditions are really good, though. It's very clear. The only thing is, when we hook up, we've got to weave our way through all of these other boats. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. The hunt is on for monster fish.
130-pound test, 400-pound leader. Dennis Braid's own 17-aught Mongol circle hook, ending in a live mackerel.
You know, traditionally, September is truly the best month if you're going to come up here to sport fish. When you get into October, conditions start to change. Of course, you get this kind of weather. But the fish by this time have put on a tremendous amount of weight. They've spent 3 or 4 months up here eating the herring, fattening up, ready for their migration back to the spawning ground. So if you're after a really true trophy and you're prepared to put up with this, October's your time to come.
Under gray skies, seabird shadow herring schools knifing into the ocean after them. For Braid, it's time to wait for the chub slick to spread, carrying the scent to the hungry bluefin. But will they strike?
Balloon just come on. We could be hooked up. I'm not sure. Check it out. Give her a little tug. See if he's sitting on it. He might be on it. He might not. I don't know. Quick, clear the line, boys.
The Monster Fish Sweepstakes. Win a trip to Alaska for Monster King Salmon, Monster Tackle Package from Daiwa, and the grand prize, a brand new fully loaded Tracker Pro from Tracker Boat. To win, guess the weight of our monster fish at the end of the show and log on to outdoorchannel.com/monster guess. Hurry, sweepstakes ends February 5th, 2010.
It's round 2 of bluefin fishing off Prince Edward Island.
It's 7 o'clock. Let it go.
Pro stand-up angler Dennis Braid has fought sea, sky, and tuna.
Balloon just come on. We could be hooked up. I'm not sure. Check it out. Give her a little tug. See if he's sitting on it. He might be on it. He might not. I don't know. Like a bird might knock it off. I don't know. Oh, something hit it.
Yeah.
So we had a strike. Tuna hit the bait. Pulled the weight off, missed the hook, so we'll set her up again and give her come back in again.
But before a bluefin can come back again, the October seas start to rise. Soon, there's white sheep on the meadow and wind and spray sweeping the decks. And this is a baptism of fire and water for Captain Norton's son.
Now this is my son's first maiden voyage. He just hooked onto a big tuna. He's over there fighting him. He's on his first big monster. Must have learned good.
But the sea has its own lessons to teach, and now the tight line has to run ahead of it for port. 8-footers climbing to 10 and 15.
things have changed. The weather, in a matter of 15 minutes, has gone from what I'd call relatively flat calm into basically victory at sea.
Now Dennis has to wonder if the seas will let him back out to finish his hunt for a giant bluefin. 12 days of tuna angling off Canada's Prince Edward Island have come down to this morning. Under pillars of sun and blue skies, the sea is still running rough. But the bluefin are running too.
They called for some rough weather today, but we're going to go out and get amongst them. Woo! Here we go.
The start of the search for tuna is the search for seabirds.
Spencer, I'm into the birds. You found the birds? 10-4, old man, we found them.
Gulls gather over schooling herring. And bluefin prowl beneath the schools. But the bad weather won't stay away. Falling temperatures drive off the herring, and with them, the tuna. And maybe Dennis's chance at a trophy fish. The only thing for Captain Norton and Dennis to do is hoist the kites aloft and run out the baits. And hope there's a bluefin still waiting to strike. Then comes the longest wait that anglers know all too well.
On a kite! Keep going straight, Gravy.
The drag is at over 60 pounds. The fighting belt and harness of his own design strapped around him. Dennis begins to fight the giant bluefin on the short stand-up rod.
You know, it doesn't really matter how many of these things you catch. Every one of them makes you feel like a 5-year-old on the 25th of December. You got the trouble to get through and unwrap the package.
Now everything seems to be coming together for Dennis, as the sun and sky and sea are all cooperating for one of the few times on the trip.
There's only a 10-foot leader in this, Larry, eh? Yeah. If you see the leader, he's not down far.
12 days of bluefin angling off Prince Edward Island, like the 12 days of Christmas, may be about to come to an end at the end of a 10-foot leader. There it is, that steely color Braid's been seeking.
Well, you know, I just unwrapped my Christmas present, got him Ollie.
After almost 2 weeks of fishing through bad weather and high seas, Dennis can claim his prize.
Man, he's fat.
Or his present. And Captain Norton can add this bluefin to his annual quota of tuna. One more monster fish from the bountiful waters off Prince Edward Island.